So this is the official carrying case for the Nintendo Switch 2. Probably one of my favorite carrying cases out there, just because I have been using the original one for the original Nintendo Switch ever since day one. This has been working great for me. It still holds up. I had no issues with it. So that's why I decided that I want to pick up the second one as well. This does have some upgrades when you compare it with the original one. But I do believe that instead of getting this one, you'll probably want to go with something like this. This is the Syntech carrying case for the Nintendo Switch 2. It offers a bunch of different upgrades when you compare it with the official case, but it does have one negative aspect, especially for me. But let's go ahead and compare these two carrying cases, and you let me know at the end which one would you rather go with. Is it something like the Syntech carrying case, or you rather stick with the official carrying case from the Nintendo Switch 2? Now, first thing first, the official carrying case. I gotta say that the design is pretty plain, but it's not screaming gaming accessories whatsoever. It does offer some color with the zippers, which are in line with the Joy-Cons for the Nintendo Switch 2. So that's a really nice touch. But inside, when you open it, it's pretty plain. We have some mesh material which will hold up and will not scratch the Nintendo Switch 2. So if we put the Nintendo Switch 2 inside, we'll have first of all the protection on top of the screen, so a nice touch, which again, it's similar with the original one. Then we have 6 slots where you can put your game cartridges inside. It's pretty snug, so you'll have to work a bit. And also a small pouch where I usually put my wrist straps, because they're small enough that they can go inside. When you close the case, everything is snug, it's tidy inside, so it does offer some protection. The material, it's a bit hard but still soft. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's not as soft as the original one, because this one was a bit more flexible, but it still offered decent amount of protection. As I said, this was the only carrying case that I had with my original Switch. So this time around, having this one, a bit harder material, I do believe it will offer decent enough of protection that I will not be worried about using whenever I'm traveling. Now, if we want to compare with something different, for example, the Syntech case, and by the way, this has been sent out to me by the guys from Syntech, but they didn't ask for anything in return, not a video, or they don't have any saying in what I will be mentioning in today's video. But first of all, the design, I do believe that I like this more than the official one, just because it has some character. We have some design aspects over here with a couple of buttons that are raised a bit from the exterior. This does come in multiple colors. I do have the silver or white one, I'm not sure, but I'll put the link in the description, and you'll see over there that you have a bunch of different colors. We have blue, black, red, so you name it, a bunch of different other options, while the official one only comes in black. But this is a design aspect you might prefer the official black one, so you might not care about. But other than that, we do have a strap on top which can be used for carrying the Nintendo Switch 2, which actually you can also remove somehow. Actually, let me try and do so. There you go. But on the other side, it will still remain, because you can use it like that. It's a matter of preference, and I'm glad that it does give you this option. However you like it, you can do so. All right, so that's about the exterior. If we open the case, you will see that inside, first of all, the materials, we again have a mesh soft material, which I actually prefer. It's so much nicer than the official case. This is softer, really nice touch. Then we have this time around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 slots where you can put your games inside, and they are snug and fit, and no worries that this will come out. Then we have this Velcro to keep this in place. And actually, while I usually don't love these kind of things, I do think this is a really good use of it, because once you put the Nintendo Switch 2 inside, and as you can see, it's snug inside. Again, we have some protection for the screen, and while you put the Velcro on, you will not be worried that the Nintendo Switch 2 will come off that easily, because we have this one that will keep it in place. If you know that you're a bit clumsy, then this will help out. If not, then it's not really a big deal that you have this one, but I'm glad that it's there. And on top, we also have a pouch, but this one is so much bigger. It has so much space. You can put again your wrist straps. You can put a couple of other controllers like Joy-Cons. Well, these are the original ones, but you get the idea. You can put your USB-C cables, your charging brick, so you name it. You pretty much can put whatever you want inside, except for the dock, because that one is bulkier. So except for that one, you can pretty much carry with you whatever you want, whatever type of accessories you need. So if you're that type that is carrying a bunch of different accessories with you, a bunch of different controllers, then this is definitely worth checking out. While for the official one, you can only put some small things like the wrist straps, and that's about it. Maybe a charging cable, but the brick will definitely not go inside. But now the most important aspect for me when it comes to this case is that the Nintendo Switch 2 as is fine and dandy, but if I'm traveling with it, I would like some extra protection whenever I'm using it. So that's why I'm using some silicone cases. I have made a video about this one, so you can check it out right over here. But if I put my Nintendo Switch 2, and I usually use it like that, especially because we have some grips around it, then this one will not fit with the original case. But for this case, the Syntech one, actually, while it is a snug fit, it will still be able to put it inside and it will work without any issues. So you can have everything in one place, no issues using the Nintendo Switch 2 and carrying it with this case. While this is fine and dandy and there are so many upgrades when you compare it with the official case, I like to point out something that it's a really big downside for me, and that is, probably you already noticed it, the size of it. While this is a really slim case, then you can just throw it in a backpack, and I did mention in my Switzerland video traveling with the Nintendo Switch 2, I love the Nintendo Switch 2 just because of this portability, and having a case like this where I can just throw it in a backpack, that's a really big plus for me. While having something like this, as you can see, is so much bulkier, especially if you compare these two. This is almost twice the thickness of the official case, and carrying this one might not be that easy. Throwing it in a backpack does remind me of using the official case of the Steam Deck, which is also bulky, and that's why I decided that I won't travel with the Steam Deck anymore. So having something like this might not be for me. I'll see how it goes. That's why I prefer using the official case whenever I travel, because it's so much slimmer and it still offers a decent amount of protection. But then again, this is up to you. If you know that you're that type that is carrying multiple accessories with you, you like to have everything in one place. The design is definitely really nice. I love the look of it. So if you're that type, then this is definitely for you. If you just want to throw your Nintendo Switch 2 in your backpack just to be there and you will not even notice it, as I said in my original video, then this case is definitely for you. When it comes to price, $39.99, and it offers a silicone screen protector together with the dust cover, but that price is $39.99, while this one is actually $17.99, so more than half than the official case. So in the end, it all comes down to preference. You know what you want, you know how you use it. It's good that we have both options. It's good that we have this kind of carrying cases where you can put everything inside it. So in the end, it's all up to you. For me personally, I think I'll keep both, just because I'll be using them in different scenarios. Most likely I'll use the official one whenever I'm traveling, while this one will come with me whenever I can throw it in a drawer or something when I'm traveling heavily. But having this in my backpack might not be the way forward. But then again, it's good that we have options. I'm happy to have these both. I love the aspect, the look, and the functionalities of the Syntech case, but I love the portability of the official one. I'd love to hear down in the comments, what do you think, which is the way that you will go with. If you already have some cases that you would like me to check out, drop them again in the comments, so I'll make sure to do that. But a bunch of different more accessories for the Nintendo Switch 2 will come down the line, so now is the perfect time for subscribing. But until then, this is Silvio and this is the Tech Unravel, and I'll definitely catch you in the next video.